Hello everyone and welcome back to Healthy Tip Thursdays. Again, my name is Dr. Christina Christoforou and I'm the founder and owner of the Holistic Naturopathic Health Clinic. Today we're going to talk about sore throat and what we can do to prevent a sore throat, what we can do to treat, and of course any potential root causes of a sore throat. So prevention, I'm sure we're all very aware of this, but sugar, believe it or not, can suppress your immune system for up to 5 hours. So one of the things that is really important, especially during the winter season, is avoid sugar and sweets, or at the very least minimize it. Just know if you do have sweets, it will suppress your immune system. And your immune system is very important for fighting off colds and infections. So keep that sugar content low. 2, you can easily increase vitamin C foods. One of the best sources of vitamin C's include, actually the highest source is actually guava. A cup of guava has about close to 400 milligrams of vitamin C, which is huge. Next is strawberries. Strawberries has about 300 milligrams of vitamin C, and kiwi is another big one. One of the key vegetables is actually bell peppers. Yes, everyone always thinks of oranges, so yes, citrus fruit is up there, but it's not as high as the guava, for instance, strawberries, peppers, or even kiwi. I didn't mention that one. Other things you can do is when you're cooking, you can try to increase more spices that have antimicrobial properties. So one of the big ones are garlic, onions, even thyme, all have antimicrobial properties that can help fight off infections. Another really good one is ginger. So use that ginger, use that thyme, use garlic, onions, and another big one is actually oregano. All of these spices do have antimicrobial properties. So go ahead, use that in your cooking. That will help prevent any type of infection. So let's say you do have a sore throat now and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm coming down with something. What can I do? So simple things that you can do that you can have at home is you can put a little bit of salt water or salt in water and do a little bit of a gargle. And gargle, 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 and then just spit it out. That can actually help relieve a sore throat. I'm sure everyone's heard of honey. Yes, it does help quite a bit actually, but the best honey that you want to get is something called Manuka honey. Manuka honey has a lot of good bacteria in there, and a lot of good bacteria helps fight off bad bacteria or any infections. So Manuka honey is one thing you should have in your cupboard, and you can use it in tea, for instance. So I always mention lemon ginger tea. That's one of my favorites. So you can put a teaspoon or even a tablespoon of that Manuka honey in there and drink that lemon ginger tea, and that will really help soothe the sore throat. Top products that I like to have at my clinic that I also like to keep at home to help a sore throat, something called Tussi-Florin. It's by Pasco. The key ingredient is thyme, which I mentioned, and thyme actually does have those antimicrobial properties, but it actually helps relax your throat muscles and help soothe the sore throat. So that's something you can definitely have in your cupboard. Another big one that we like to have is called lymph diurel cream. This cream you can apply directly onto your lymph nodes, and it really does help decrease inflammation and help soothe that pain associated with it. And another big one is zinc lozenges. We also do have that at the clinic. So something you can just pop in your mouth and just allow it to do what it needs to do to help relieve that sore throat. So Manuka honey, having those wonderful herbal teas, the Tussi-Florin, the lymph diurel cream, and of course those zinc lozenges. Well, the other thing is, what can we do to prevent a sore throat? What are potential causes or root causes of it? So one of the things that I've seen over and over again in practice, and I've mentioned it so many times, is stress. When you are stressed, you do deplete your immune system. So again, practicing ways to reduce stress is something that should be part of your lifestyle and that you should be doing ongoing. So that way you're not getting sick frequently. So stress reduction techniques or decrease that stress. Another thing that could potentially be causing, especially if you have a sore throat that's ongoing, I'm sure you've heard of chronic fatigue syndrome. Sometimes when you have chronic fatigue syndrome, you do have this ongoing sore throat, and usually it is caused by a certain virus called Epstein-Barr virus. So if you do have this ongoing sore throat, you may actually have chronic fatigue syndrome. So talk to your naturopath and get tested for that virus. And if you did have it in the past, then you could be suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome, which has this ongoing sore throat. So there you have it, everyone. Short and sweet, ways to prevent, ways to treat, and what are potential root causes. I hope you found it informative. And as always, have a happy and healthy day, and also Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and wishing all of us a better 2021. Thanks, everyone, and we'll chat again soon. Bye for now.